Yeah, but it's the weekend.
Yeah.
It is Friday night and they will be celebrating today, hence the earlier start time. We don't want the players to be distracted by fireworks off the board. We want them to produce fireworks on the board.
Absolutely.
And Nakamura now taking his seat just in time.
Yeah.
We have 1 minute to go. In the background it's all empty, that's where the women will be playing a bit later. But almost kickoff, almost time for those frights.
And there we see the handshake and the players are off. What is Hikaru going to surprise us with? What do you think? Hikaru can basically open with anything, but he does the chess player ritual of adjusting all the pieces and keeping us on our toes.
And E4 pushes the king's pawn. I'm expecting the players to be quite direct in a morning round. The last thing you want when your kind of routine is thrown off, your body clock is off a bit. You don't want to be freestyling too early in the game. You need to know exactly what's going on. You want ideally to land some opening theory, force your opponent to be the one to think. Got E5 from Cheparinov, who used to be a religious Sicilian player. He used to play the knight off without fail, but nowadays you need a solid option, a solid string to your bow, and he's doing great in the tournament. A draw against Nakamura with black would be a fantastic result. He plays the Petrov defense. Talking of solidity, Ivanka. And meanwhile we have the game, the top board clash between Caruana up on our board, so where should we start with?
Yeah, let's start there.
Okay.
And yeah, let's head there against Ivan Cheparinov. And it was a Petrov defense. And let's go back and let's see if I can pull up my opening book. Yes.
It's quite a rare branch of the Petrov as far as I know. Castle's now Hikaru playing that move with a flourish, but he spent quite a long time on the clock. Hikaru, he's been surprised a few times this tournament. It's rare to see that from the top players. Normally they're the ones launching the surprise. Maybe the Petrov knight f6 now came as a surprise, just trying to capture on e4. Cheparinov, I think he's played this before, but not too regularly. He's kind of famous as a Sicilian player. But knight takes pawn. The white knight kicked back now. Black recaptures the sacrifice pawn and c4. Okay, so not one of the main lines with an early d4. In this position, I think knight c3 and d4 are by far the two main moves. Also, you mentioned the other day d3, bishop d3. There's various options, but c4 aims to take away d5 from black. Bishop to e7, d5 played anyway now, and after bishop to d3, black moves the bishop for the second time in this game. I believe playing moves like knight c6 would most likely transpose into other main lines, but bishop e4 check, making use of the fact that the white pawn's on c4 so cannot block. White does block with the knight instead. Castle, castle, and okay, we could see a very simplified position here, Ivanka. Is this a rare one?
It is rare, only 11 games in the database, but yeah, you're right, and black has been playing knight takes d2. It's also possible for black to go bishop f5. He has done that. Oh, okay.
I just love this camera angle. I saw a knight in the centre of the shot here, and Ishigiri, of course, lurking in the background. The white king moves. Black just continues to wait until the white king gets close enough to protect the b-pawn, about to free up the rook, and black starts giving checks. Nowhere to hide suddenly. So actually marching the pawn to a7 has some risk involved.
Didn't you have a really similar position against Hikaru Nakamura when you saved it?
I did against Hikaru, except
Yeah.
the g-pawn didn't exist, and that is the Vancouver position.
Yeah.
So that would be, for example, I'm going to make this happen.
Yeah.
Okay, ignore the next couple of moves. Ignore the fact that white can move the rook away. It would be something along these lines, where actually the best way to defend against the pawn on a6 would be to put the rook from the side, and yeah, you check from the side essentially. And yeah, nowhere to hide for the white king. You check, and then until the king approaches, and then you go behind and draw. Yeah, but of course that's a pipe dream right now for Cheparinov. And Hikaru's actually just gone route 1. He's gone direct, he's taken the pawn off first, and now he's going to move his rook. The key thing is not to put your rook passive. I really love this one, I was going to suggest, because rook to f4 now, going after the remaining pawn, would be nicely met by rook to d4. And
Very
actually
nice.
white's rook gets behind and propels the a-pawn forward.
Yeah.
And, oh wow, this is going to be really instructive if rook a3. I guess you just go back.
Can you not go a6?
Can't play a6. I was reluctant to get checked away. Checked back, but maybe it's still winning. Maybe your d4, you kind of head across.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Head across, and you showed me you showed us earlier about how to put the rook on c6, and then you just
Snake it in.
yeah.
And use the white rook for shelter. This looks winning. You could also, for example, in this position, if you want to maintain full control, play the move rook d5. You can go after this pawn first, and only later.
Masterclass, and during the masterclass, we did see a result between Hikaru Nakamura and Ivan Cheparinov, and there we can see the moment that Cheparinov resigned and setting the kings into their respective positions. But and here comes the handshake, and with that victory, Hikaru Nakamura moves into the shared lead. There is now a 6-way tie at the top, David.
Yeah,